Let's talk about a powerful idea, and one that might even be a little uncomfortable. The playbook that so many leaders have used to get where they are today, well, it's becoming obsolete. The forces that are shaping our world are moving so incredibly fast that the very definition of leadership is being rewritten right before our eyes.
So, that brings up a really critical question, and I want you to honestly ask yourself this: is your leadership playbook outdated? I know it might feel like a tough question to answer, but in a world that's changing this fast, it's probably one of the most important ones we can ask. Because here's the simple, undeniable truth. The ground is literally shifting under our feet. Our technology, our society, our whole global dynamic, it's all changed. And when the ground is cracking like that, just standing still isn't an option. The leaders who are going to win the future are the ones who are adapting right now.
Okay, so to find our way through this new terrain, we're going to need a new map. And that's exactly what we're going to sketch out today. We'll start by getting the lay of the land in this new era. Then we'll dive into the two huge currents of change, the digital revolution forces and the human and planet forces. And finally, we'll bring it all home and show you how to connect these dots for yourself.
First up, leading in a new era. Yeah, before we can even start charting a course, we've got to really appreciate the sheer scale of the landscape we're all dealing with.
What leaders are up against today really feels like a perfect storm. I mean, think about it. You've got massive societal shifts changing what people even want from their jobs. At the exact same time, technology is just completely rewriting the rules of what's even possible. And, on top of all that, global dynamics are in a constant state of flux. It's the collision of these three things that makes a new way of leading absolutely essential.
So let's dive into the first half of this new map. We'll kick things off with the technological engine that's driving so much of this change. The three digital forces that are rewriting the rules of the game for, well, pretty much everyone. The first force is connectivity. And we're not just talking about having good Wi-Fi here. This is about a massive, always-on, real-time global network that connects basically everything. It's totally collapsing distance and time, which means collaboration can happen in an instant and information is everywhere.
And this has a profound impact on how we work. Traditional power structures were always built around physical presence. Who was in the meeting room mattered. Connectivity completely shatters that model. All of a sudden, the best idea can come from anyone, anywhere on the network. And that forces us to rethink how we structure our organizations from the ground up.
Okay, next up, force number 2, machine intelligence. This is all about AI, but don't think of it as a replacement for leaders. A better way to see it is as the ultimate co-pilot. It's something that can automate the complex stuff, find patterns we would never see, and basically boost our own decision-making abilities.
So what's the big shift here? It's moving away from the leader being the person with all the answers to the leader being the person who partners with technology to find the best answer. The new skill isn't just knowing stuff, it's about asking smarter questions and using machine intelligence as a tool for making better, faster decisions. And what's a fuel for both connectivity and machine intelligence? Well, that's our third force, the rise of data. We are living through an absolute explosion of information. For the first time in history, nearly every single part of a business or a job can be measured, tracked, and analyzed. This fundamentally changes how a leader behaves. It's not enough anymore to just rely on your gut feeling or what worked in the past. The modern leader has to be fluent in data, able to find the real signal in all that noise, and make decisions that are based on evidence, not just intuition. And this really shows you the two sides of the same coin. On one side, you have the digital forces we just talked about, and they're all pushing for more efficiency, bigger scale, and more intelligence. But that's only half the story. To balance out all that power, there's another set of forces rising up. And these are all about purpose, creativity, and responsibility. So let's explore that other half of the scale, the human and planet forces. If technology is the engine, you can think of these forces as the conscience. They're the essential ethical counterbalance that keeps our organizations grounded, purposeful, and, human. The fourth force is human potential. Just think about it for a second. As more and more routine tasks get automated by AI, what becomes uniquely valuable? It's our creativity, our critical thinking, our empathy. This force is all about shifting our focus from just managing people to actually unlocking their true potential. And that has massive implications. Those rigid top-down structures, they absolutely crush creativity. So to unlock that potential, leaders now have to build agile, empowering environments
places where people feel safe to take risks and where experimentation is actually encouraged. It's basically a complete redesign of the organization itself.
And that brings us to our fifth and final force, sustainable energy. Now, this is so much bigger than just switching to renewables. It represents a deep, systemic shift in our mindset toward having long-term responsibility for the impact we have on our planet.
And here's the bottom line on this one. The scorecard for leadership has totally changed. Profit isn't the only thing that matters anymore, not by a long shot. Every single stakeholder, from your customers to your investors, is now judging you on your impact, which adds this profound new layer of accountability to every leader's job.
So, we've built the map, we've explored all 5 forces, now we get to the most important part, how to take this framework out of theory and into practice in your own world.
Because the real power of this model isn't just memorizing the list, it's about using it as a diagnostic tool. It's about looking at your own team, your organization, your industry, and mapping out how these powerful currents are showing up for you, right here, right now.
Here's a simple but really powerful way to do it. First, identify which of these 5 forces are the most active in your world. Is it the rise of data? Is it the demand for more purpose? Second, analyze the specific impact they're having. How are they changing behaviors and decisions? And third, innovate. I guarantee you, every single one of these shifts has hidden opportunities inside it for anyone who's willing to look.
So I'll leave you with one final question to carry with you. As you look at these 5 forces, connectivity, machine intelligence, data, human potential, and sustainability, which one for you isn't just a challenge you have to manage, but is actually your single biggest opportunity to innovate and to lead?